everybody, welcome back to another speed build. I feel like it's been a while and this feels very unnatural for some reason to talk to a camera, but I am back and we are playing around with the new stuff pack. Paranormal Stuff is what it's called. I really wanted to do, well, I guess not really, I didn't have any idea what I wanted to do, but then I was watching Bling Empire on Netflix, and if you haven't seen it, it's a reality show about very opulent rich people in LA, and I just love trashy reality TV. I'm a sucker for it. And there's one character on the show, well, it's not a character, they're real people, but her name is Anna, and she lives in this like beautiful Spanish style mansion, definitely built in like the 1920s or 30s or something. And they actually comment on the fact that they think it's haunted, so I was like, okay, well, this is perfect. I wanted to do some sort of mansion, and then the new stuff pack came out, and I was like, this is it. So we are in Del Sol Valley on, this is the Bailey Moon lot. But when I was playtesting, I just felt like something was speaking to me, and this was just made for Judith Ward. I don't know why. So I use her when I'm playtesting, and I move her in, and I feel like it just fits perfectly. And I definitely had her in mind when I was furnishing the bedroom, and like there's like a dressing room too, which I'll get into later, but yeah, basic exterior coming together. The house is really small. I didn't really mean for that to happen. I just really wanted like a nice lush yard in the back and the front, so kind of sacrifice square footage on that a bit, which is fine. I prefer playing with smaller builds anyways. I wouldn't consider this a small build, but I don't know. To each their own. I was very pleasantly surprised with this stuff pack. I feel like, now keep in mind, it is a stuff pack, so we don't get that many items, but I think they were just like really well done, and the art style they went for was just perfect. Like, it was so nice. I feel like it's what Movie Hangout was trying to be back in the day, and now this was just like an upgraded version of that. So yeah, if they want to keep making stuff packs like this, I'm happy with that, because I feel like for the price, it's still expensive, but I feel like we actually got some decent stuff with this, and it came with a little bit of gameplay. We got like a seance table and Bonehilda, which I haven't tested yet. I did a little bit of the seance table, which I thought was cool. I kind of had this idea that like Judith Ward lives here, and all her late husbands she's trying to like connect with via the crystal ball or something. I don't know. She's crazy, but yeah. So here we're just going through and landscaping everything. I think I cut most of it out. It was getting a little bit repetitive, and you don't want to watch me like alt place rocks for an hour, so I just cut it all out. But moving on into the backyard, I really wish you could bring things to the edge of the lot. It's very frustrating, and I don't really know why we can't do that. I'm trying to think if this is the only game we couldn't do that. I don't know. I feel like it's very limited in the, like, if you're gonna make it the lot, just make it one tile smaller. Like, I don't understand. Like, this would have been such a good lot to have infinity pools, and I always try, even when I'm doing like modern builds, and this is like as best as I could get. So just imagine that just like a waterfall edge or something, and yeah, I don't know. Okay, now hear me out for my thought process of the vibe of this build. That sounds really annoying, but I just pictured like very wealthy rich people coming out here and like having tea in like a floor length like nightgown. The sun is like setting, they're just like bejeweled up, and there's like ghosts of like late Hollywood starlets roaming the grounds, and just opulence. I don't know if any of that makes sense, but that is what I was feeling. So that's kind of what I went with. This area is basically just the embodiment of all of those feelings mashed together, and this is the tea area. I love these chairs that came with the stuff pack. I think and also that palm tree in the pot, I think I use that in every single room. I'm not even joking. We can go through and I'll count every single room that I use it in. I think it's really nice, and I love these chairs, and I cannot say enough about the furniture that came with this pack. I think it's all so well done. Just reminds me of like summer in New Orleans, so I think it's just, oh, and that cow plant. And also, if you size it up, the actual cow plant doesn't size up, so it just looks like a baby cow plant in a bigger cage. I have to double check if it actually moves or anything. I don't think it does, but if it does, it's kind of scary. But I just thought it was cute. It looks like like a pet cow plant that's in a little cage, so I thought that was kind of nice. And here I was just trying to use like as many items from the stuff pack as I could. This area wasn't like the seance area or anything, so I didn't use any like the crystal ball or stuff like that, or like the haunted items. I kind of used them inside, and then there's a little seance room that we'll get to in a bit. This is the main living room on the main floor. And I just wanted it to be like very colorful. I wanted to use obviously as many of the new items as I could. I feel like I usually steer away from color, but maybe because I'm colorblind, but I feel like this looks pretty good. Like I'm happy with how this turned out. It took me a lot of tries off camera to sort of get the color variations that I wanted. I also go back to a blue wall instead of the orangey feature one. I think I don't include footage of it, and I actually might have uploaded it with the orange wall, but I think you should change it back to blue if you download this. But yeah, moving on into the kitchen using the Jungle Adventures items. I feel like Jungle Adventure and the movie Hangout stuff really go well with the items that came in this pack. I think it all just kind of blends, like sort of like a Spanish boho theme. I think I changed that table. Yeah, that is from Jungle Adventure. I just feel like there was like a lot of color and it was a little too much for me. I just want to ease into it, even though this room is like crazy colors, but yeah. And moving on into the dining room, another room that took me a while to play around with the color variations. I didn't really know what I wanted to use. I think the problem with having like such bright colored swatches, it's hard to like balance them with neutrals, so it took me a bit to kind of figure out, and I still wanted it to be like fun and quirky and still look like a very rich person lived here, and I hope that comes through, but yeah, I don't know. So off camera you don't see me struggle, but yeah. We get the record player in, and then I wanted to have some sort of bar, so I love the glamour, vintage glamour, the globe that's like a bar. I think I put it in her bedroom as well. I can't remember. I definitely wanted the sim who lives here, maybe has like a juice problem, I don't know. But yeah, clutter up the dining table with a bunch of candles. This room looks really nice at nighttime. I just feel like the lighting is perfect. And then this is the little seance room. I guess it's technically like an enclosed patio. And I think, yeah, I changed those archways into just railing, so it is a lot more open. I actually kind of like the way it looks right now, and I feel like I shouldn't have changed it, but it's too late now, so we're just gonna go with that. So yeah, using the seance table, and then that portrait there of, oh my gosh, what's his name? Starts with a G. The ghost. I forget his name. Whatever. In my eyes, he's like Judith Ward's late husband that she like tries to connect with via the crystal ball. I don't know. At the same time though, I feel like she might have murdered her husband, so maybe she's trying to make sure that they're gone. But yeah, this is the bedroom. This is the main bedroom. There's 2 rooms upstairs, but this is the only one that functions as a bedroom. The other one I kind of turned into like a closet dressing room just because I figured a celebrity sim would live here. And then there I placed the eco lifestyle like drink tray. Again, I would assume that that's juice, quote unquote juice. But yeah, this is the dressing room area, which I thought turned out nicely. You can obviously just convert this into a bedroom if you wanted to. I just hate doing bedrooms. I've said this many times. And I feel like this just made more sense for the build. That brings us to the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please give me a thumbs up. It means a lot. And as always, I will include interior footage at the very end.